Hello, welcome to This Ohio Farmhouse. I'm excited that you're here because today we're going to be working on decorating the front porch for spring. I'm ready to kick winter to the curb and get to work bringing some pops of color to the front porch and just freshening things up and making a welcoming environment where people want to hang out. Priorities with decorating the porch is to create more seating areas, places that are kind of conversation areas where people can sit down and hang out, just a few people, and it's comfortable and cozy and a place where they want to spend some time. I want to see my kids bringing their schoolwork outside and reading a book and just enjoying the outdoors on the front porch. In order to do that, I need to get rid of a couple of Adirondack chairs that have been sitting on my porch, just taking up too much floor space, to be quite honest, and I need something that's going to be a little bit less cumbersome and give us a little bit more floor space for people to move around. So I have this old rocking chair that I picked up a while back because I was just intrigued and fascinated by the details that are carved and cut out of the back of it, just the detail that's there. And I really wanted to implement this somehow, but it's kind of been just sitting off to the side. So now, in order to bring this piece outdoors, it needs to be prepped properly because it's really not meant for sitting outside in the elements. So in order to do that, I am priming this really well with a great solid outdoor exterior primer. Now, when you see a paint and primer that are combined in one, it's not going to be nearly as effective because really what that primer, that they're calling it primer, is doing is just kind of thickening that paint and making it cover better. A real true primer is going to seal the wood and protect it from anything that comes its way. So you want to get a straight on primer, put that layer on first, and then go ahead and get the exterior paint and put the color of choice on top of it. Now, when I went to get this paint, it was quite expensive for just a quart. It's over $20. So I wanted to do this much more cost effectively. I didn't want to spend 20 bucks on paint when I only needed a little bit. So I went to the desk at Lowe's and I asked them if they happen to have the sample containers in an exterior paint, and they actually do. So I was really excited because for less than $6, I was able to just get a small jar of it, and I was able to actually get 3 coats put onto my chair, and I have about a third of the jar left over, so it really was a much better use of my money. Now, in order to create more of a cozy living room feel, I grabbed a rug from Hobby Lobby. I have a pillow and a throw, and I'm just going to kind of piece these all together and create an outdoor living room area where people can sit and hang out and chat. So off to the other side of my porch is where I have my porch swing, and up until now I haven't had any kind of extra seating. So if somebody is on the swing, there wasn't really an extra place for somebody to come and hang out and chat with them. And so I wanted to make sure that I got a small chair that would fit into the area where somebody could just sit and hang out as well. So I picked up this really cute chair at a local antique store that's just down the road from us. It was very inexpensive, but it had this really kind of ugly brown leathery seat covering on it, and I just didn't care for it. So for not very much money, I grabbed some outdoor fabric from Joann's, and I was able to, for just a few dollars, recover this. I removed the seat, just had to unscrew it, stapled some new fabric on, and gave this chair completely new life. I think it turned out adorable. So again, throw another rug down. I've got a big milk jug crate sitting here kind of as an end table, and I've got another little seating area for anybody who wants to hang out there. Just recently, my daughter decided that she wanted more floor space in her own bedroom, and so she removed a desk that has been sitting in there, and she wasn't really using it all that often. And so I looked at that and I thought, you know what, I bet that I can paint that and put that to use on my porch as well, and be able to create kind of a centerpiece area where I can put some decorations with whatever season it is, and just kind of make that the focal centerpiece as when people are coming up the stairs and welcoming them. And so real quickly, I did the same process. I put on some primer and some paint, and then I decided I wanted it to be a little bit more rustic-y. So I went ahead and got some sandpaper and just rubbed that down and just made it a little bit more of a chippy look. I'm really happy with the way that this turned out, because now I have a place where I can set things. Also underneath of it, I have like a big wooden crate, and it's working out perfectly because inside of that crate, I'm just dumping all of the kids' things that they would normally just throw all over the porch. So there's jump ropes and bubbles and watering cans and all the things that they like to use and grab and have handy, but now they're just contained in a big box underneath of there so that they're kind of put away and not a mess all over the place. I think probably my favorite thing that just topped off the entire porch is this really cool wreath that I put together. It was incredibly simple and really not that expensive. So several months back, I had seen this really neat wreath on Pinterest, and I didn't save it for some reason, and I was going by memory, but I wanted to create this really neat, it had like big wooden chunky beads that created the circle, and then just like a third of the wreath had some flowers and leaves. And so I thought I can create that myself. It shouldn't be all that difficult. And so I started pricing out what it would cost for me to buy like a big golden wire wreath that would just hold the beads, and then priced out the wooden beads separately, and it was getting kind of costly. So I was really excited to find this wreath already put together at Hobby Lobby for just $14.99. I thought it was quite the steal, and so I grabbed this, and along with it some flowers that were on sale at Michael's, and pretty quickly was able to use some floral wire and wrap this up and get it looking the way that I want to. I absolutely love the pop of color as you drive up to the front of my porch. It looks so springy and fun with that pop, and I am just loving it. I'm really excited about the way that the front porch turned out. I'm really hoping that this becomes a place where the kids go outside and we can do our morning basket time and school out there. And I'm ready now that as soon as our weather turns, that we are going to be outside on the front porch enjoying this weather. We have had so many days of up and down and up and down. I think today it was around 35 degrees and by Wednesday it's supposed to be 73. So we have a huge swing and it's gone back and forth like that several times. So we are more than ready to welcome in spring. I am so happy that you were willing to come and hang out with me. I will see you next week on This Ohio Farmhouse.